Hello YouTube, it's the Broken Aussie here, and I'm doing a deck profile of my Gladiator beasts, so let's get into it. Okay, so to start us off, we've got one Bestiary, 2 Darius, 2 Equus, 3 Laquari, 1 Mamillo, 1 Rediari. So, let's talk about the monster lineup for Glads. So, we've got the Bestiary, obviously it's limited to 1. It gets rid of back rows, which is pretty clutch at the moment, and I personally really like it. We've got the double Darius. Darius can help facilitate our Exceed plays, as well as help facilitate our Gazeras plays, and our Herc plays, and our Esadaro plays. It's a +1 inherently, so that's always good. So it makes the fusions free and the exceeds free. It makes a Gizaris a +2, which is amazing. So we've got the Equests. They recycle our chariots, because our chariots are our main line of defense. A lot of effects going on in the format, so just shut it down and keep reusing the chariots, because you can keep tagging with Equests, and that's amazing. So we're going on to the 3 Laquari. 3 is needed. You need 3 to get over lots of stuff. The deck does have weaknesses to first turn Thunder King, but you know, you're gonna have to try to avoid that. You're playing cards to mitigate the Thunder King, really, so you gotta be smart. You're playing 1 Mamillo, obviously it's pretty standard, just blows up monsters. Playing 1 Rediari. Rediari is a must in the main pretty much at all times. If it's not good, just side it out. But Rediari is definitely a good card, and it just helps in lots of matchups where the graveyard is very important. If you're trying to minimize the amount of cards your wind-up player has in their graveyard for effective wind-up rats or etc., then it's good for that, and it's also good in the Dark World matchup, which is pretty shocking otherwise, and just rogue stuff that relies on the graveyard. So we're going on to the 1 Grand Mold Thunder King out, pretty much. Spirit Reaper, you can just sit on Spirit Reaper while your opponent's doing their Thunder King stuff, and you can just sit on it while they're doing their plays, really. Only thing it loses to is Butterfly, but if they're making a Photon Butterfly, then they're choosing to make that over another Exceed, which is really good, because of the fact that you've made them basically make an Exceed that is otherwise useless. And you can also just poke and get card advantage. This deck is definitely a card advantage based deck, so any card advantage is good. We're playing double Thunder King, obviously. Why wouldn't you be playing double Thunder King? It's just amazing. We're only playing the Proving Grounds, really, that get in the way of it, and that's not too much. It's like the equivalent of playing Dualities. We play 1 Book of Moon, obviously 1 Dark Hole, pretty standard. Double Forbidden Lance, pretty standard in Glads, just helps you get over stuff. Out to Thunder King, summon Laquari, attack over Thunder King, drop Lance, tag, blah blah blah, and that's pretty good, I suppose. So we're playing double Proving Ground. We need a search. We're playing a 14 monster deck with this. It bumps it up to 16, which is acceptable considering it's Glads and your monsters are getting recycled. So each time you draw, I suppose you've got a higher chance of drawing into a monster, because these guys are going back to the deck. So you'll probably never run out of cards in Glads, but you know, this will always be live. There's never a time when it'll be dead. And we're playing a Heavy Storm in the main deck, even though we're playing 18 traps, so Heavy Storm is still good, and a Monster Reborn in the main deck as well. Monster Reborn obviously is pretty standard. It sets up lots of plays, as you all know. For traps, playing double Bottomless, pretty standard, not really much explanation. Need a double Compulsory. I feel this card is extremely good. Again, these are outs to Thunder King. Dimensional Prisons, you guys can get pretty weak, so you need to defend them with Dimensional Prisons so you can make your plays. play triple War Chariot, pretty standard. In regards to the War Chariot, you can recycle with quest, obviously, and yeah, it's just extremely good. Recyclable, effect negation, and that's 10 times better than Vela because it destroys. 2 Mirror Force, obviously, pretty standard. Some Brigade, pretty standard. 2 Torrentials. This card is okay, I suppose, but if I've already got a plus of something like Mamillo or Bestiari, I know I can just Torrential and get it back with Darius later. And 2 Trap Stuns. If I'm not playing MSTs, I just need to set Trap Stuns, and when I want to go off, I just Trap Stun. And I'm liking this extremely well in this format. So extra deck, we'll play the standards, 1 Asadari, 2 Gizerus, and a Hack, and moving on to the Exceeds. C39 Utopia Ray, double Utopia, 1 Maze Stroke, pretty standard, 1 Photon Butterfly, pretty standard, 1 Steel Swarm Roach, because sometimes Thunder Kings are not enough. 1 Black Ray Lancer. You can make this with a Rediari and a Mamillo. It doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it's quite good. It can negate key things that your opponent's got. So you can, for example, you can just like go into that, which will either force the Thunder King to negate, or you can just negate the Thunder King or whatever. And you can just negate key stuff again, as I've said. Leviathan Dragon, obviously, standard, Leviair, standard, Zepnade, standard, and Brilliant, standard. So I hope you enjoyed the deck profile. Please remember to tell me what you think in the comments. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.